welcome to Beauty Comfort. My name is Keisha, and today we're going to do a two-part soap. So this is my double batch of my oils and my lye. We're going to go ahead and add our milk into this. I've already added our kaolin clay to the fragrance oil. This is part of John's Nintendo Memory Lane Gamers Tribute to himself moment for his birthday month. First things first, let me get these goat's milk in here. This will be our milk for this recipe. And the goat's milk that I'm using today, I'm finishing off a bag of this Soap Expressions goat's milk. So this first soap is going to be the Link inspired soap from Zelda. That's one of John's faves. I'm a gamer, I'm more of a Super Mario person. I didn't really play a whole lot of Zelda. You know I didn't play that much of it because I thought that Zelda was the name of the little green person. I discovered that his name was Link and Zelda was the queen, the little princess he was trying to save. Hey, the more you know. Let me go ahead and blend this milk in here. All right, I'm gonna set that over there. So for the Link soap, we have brown, and this is going to be deep brown mica, and this is from Southwest Candle Supply. This will be his shoes. The next layer will be green, which is the majority of his outfit. Jeremiah showed me his picture. I would probably like snap it up here for a sec, but basically it'll be his brown shoes, his green pants. They're gonna have a thin brown layer for his belt. We're gonna put a gold layer in the middle and then sandwich that in with another layer of brown because his belt has like a gold buckle on it. We're gonna come back with his green for his shirt, and then we're gonna finish with a yellow for his hair because he's a blonde. So those are the color party. Over here is our fragrance. We're gonna be using this one, Dragon Moon. We have him already measured out, and this is our kaolin clay already in there to help us anchor the fragrance into the soap here. Here's our lye solution, which is just distilled water and our lye. My oils are at 76. This is pretty much room temperature for me right now. And my lye is at 80. So let's get this in. Pour him down. This solution also has Tussle soap fibers dissolved in it. I use about a cotton ball amount of Tussle soap fibers. We're gonna swirl this to emulsification. All right, he's looking good. Since this is a double batch, of course, we're gonna split the batch in half, so I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have our batch separated into two, we're gonna go ahead and add our fragrance oil in and cross our fingers and hope for the best. Let me get me a Whittle spatula. These are my new spats. They're so freaking cute for my little containers. We're gonna pour this in, hope for the absolute stinking best here. So now I'm gonna give it a swirl it early. Get that fragrance oil and that kaolin clay all nice and incorporated. All right, that's looking good. Now we're gonna start separating our batter. I'm gonna start with this green batter because he's gonna be for my hat. We're gonna pretty much fill that up. He's looking beautiful. All right, so we're gonna stick him to the side because this will be our frosting. The next one we're gonna do is our hair. We don't need a lot of this, just enough to cover the top. The boots and the belt. The thin layer for the belt buckle, and then the rest of this will be green. So let's start with the yellow. Get that hair action. He's gonna be a really vibrant blonde today. Then over to my belt. We just need enough of the belt color because this is just a buckle, so it doesn't have to be super duper thick or anything. Just a nice little thin layer. All right, last but not least are the boots. These boots were made for walking, and that's what he do. Trust and believe. I watched John playing. He does a lot of walking. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pour the first layer of the mold to get his shoes ready. Let's do the green color first. So in the pot, I'm gonna grab some Enchanted Forest Green, because I want it to be a deep green. But he also has a bright deep green, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and picked up some neon green mica. So I'm gonna put like half as much of the neon in here. And we're gonna try to color match this as much as possible to the hat. Lightly blitz that just to get that neon mica in there, okay? All right, we're gonna sit him over here. Link has a very distinct look, if you ask me. He has that Go-Go Power Ranger green vibe going. Yes, sir. He has green, white, he has some brown and some gold. Is that not him? Thank you. So we're gonna go ahead and pour in our shoes. You don't need a lot for that, just enough to cover the bottom to look like his boots. We're gonna go to the pants next. Now we're gonna throw on some breeches. John's soaps are really distinctive this month because he's really channeling a lot of different characters that are iconic. So I want to make sure that I do them all honor. I'm going to grab another spatula so we can get the brown layer on. Layer. And I'm literally just ever so lightly getting that on top. Jeremiah helped John create this design. This was Jeremiah's, like, this right here reminds me of Dad. John's into Nintendo 64. He's been playing a lot of like old school games, including Zelda. And so this was Jeremiah's way of, like, you know, acknowledging his father's gamer side. All right, now we're gonna move on to our gold layer. Try to get them as smooth as possible. And now we're gonna go to the next layer, which is some more green, because we're on to the shirts now. And if memory serves me right, I think Link's belt is on top of his shirt. If y'all can hear those positive reviews behind the camera here, that's John. All right, the last color we're going to put in here is his hair. And he's relatively loose, so he's going to fill in all the voids. You know his hair is kind of wild. You know, he has that Beach Boy vibe. Now that his hair is in there, we're gonna let that settle for a second. I'm gonna go fill up my piping bag, clear out the containers we don't need, and we're gonna start putting his hat on. Alrighty, so my frosting for the top kind of got a little thicky on me, but we're going to rescue him as best as we can. So we're gonna just go ahead and start putting him in here. I'm using a open tip, just an open round tip. She did it! All right, we're gonna just grab a little bit of glitter. Not a whole lot. Just enough to kind of let you know he visited some fairy moment. I don't know. I haven't played Zelda in probably like 20 years. I'm tempted to do holographic glitter, but I'm trying to see what this looks like first. And we're gonna hit it with that good old fairy duster. And then we're gonna hit it with the alcohol. Alrighty, let's take a gander at that. He's so pretty. I'm happy with it. Can't wait to cut into that, baby. So we're gonna put this beauty to bed. We'll be back in 18 to 24 hours and we'll see how we did on the inside. See you in the morning. Hello, and we're back. It's been about 72 hours actually. Some of these bars from our soap day did not fully cure and become firm, so I let all of them cure for the same amount of time before bringing up the cuts. Now we're going to be doing the Link soap, and this is what it looks like. Look at that fairy action on the top. We're actually going to try cutting the soap from the other direction so you guys can see. All right, we're all lined up. Let's cut. Now, if you remember from earlier, this is a high top. He's beautiful. I did pour the frosting color separate, so we might have a difference in color. So let's show you guys. Let's pull one out the middle. And there we go. So we have shoes, pants, the belt with the gold buckle, the shirt, his blonde hair that's poking through his little hat. That is so cute. I hope John likes this soap. And maybe when this goes through the saponification process and continues to cure, this might deepen a little bit. If not, I don't mind them being two-tone because this is kind of the color that it was in the original Nintendo game, and this is what it looks like now. Now again, this soap is part of the June collection, which is John's birthday month. And this is in honor of his love for Nintendo games. This bar will be available on June the 7th on our website at beautyandcomfort.com. This is one of 2 Nintendo soaps. Let's zoom in there. So you guys see that sparkle. Look at that. And this does have a very like elf hat shape. I'm really happy with how that came out. John says he can tell that, you know, I was on par with the character, so that's pretty snazzy. So cute. I'm so proud that I was able to bring this design together, inspired by a very iconic character. Well, that is it for tonight, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching to the end of the Link soap. If you want to get your hands on this again, don't forget to go to beautyandcomfort.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.